guys, welcome to my channel. Today is going to be, well, this video is going to be a week in the life at the lake. So, we got in last night about 8:30, had supper, went to bed. Then this morning I went for a walk down by the lake, and right now I'm just waiting for the baby to wake up so I can feed her, and after she's fed I'm gonna take the boys and the baby down by the water. Or at least go for another walk. But that's kind of what has been going on since we got here. Not much. I'm gonna go check on the boys while the baby's asleep, because they're outside playing frisbee. I don't care.
I'm gonna jump off of this and jump off of it. First, let me just jump in so I can not work.
Who wants to swim up there and grab that noodle?
I got it. Okay, move.
You're going to do a flip. There you go.
I can. How much did that hurt? Did I do it?
Yeah, you did it.
That did hurt.
What are you gonna do? You gonna do the same thing?
What did you do to go
Yeah.
Gave me brain damage.
You hit your belly first. Okay, so Saturday turned into a me day. I ended up going out with a couple of the neighbors' friends on their boat and ended up having pretty much a nice Saturday to myself because the boys wanted to stay in the house and play video games even though they were invited to go on this boat ride. And then when I got home, like, I was sleeping on the couch because it was sleep on the couch or sleep downstairs, and the dog stole my bed. And then this is the next morning. Well, it may have been a few days later. I'm not exactly sure. I'd taken my morning walk down to the lake, and this gray herring, I guess this was a baby, was walking the shoreline looking for fish. I don't know why. I've always liked watching these birds. It's just kind of funny how I don't know, they've always been there. But it's just kind of funny watching them. Hang on my float.
I will. There's a spider.
Where?
Right there. A spider. Why is it then? It's not a spider. Check it out.
Ow!
Interesting. Y'all coming to give me your milk. Why does my leg hurt?
Hold on, I think I just twisted my ankle.
Damn. Damn.
So this is a few days later that the kids decided they wanted to come back outside. We did have a couple days of rain in this vacation, so this is probably after some rain. And I left in the part where I went to jump on and we'd all been jumping on the float for pretty much the entire weekend. And this one time I managed to jump on the float and hurt myself. And I jumped on it before and like gone over the side and like went under the water, but no, not this time. This time it decided to actually stay afloat and I twisted my ankle. So, yeah. So I did leave that part in there, but I didn't leave the rest of it. So, me videotaping this ended up being kind of hilarious because I ended up managing to hurt myself a few days into the vacation and managing to have to survive that. Hey, don't, or I'll put Mike down here.
I'm a shark. I'm a shark. No. Let's play Marco Polo. Alright. You say Marco, I say Polo. What was right? Marco Polo. Yo, you guys do it. Okay, let's play it again. I'll give you one. Okay. Say Marco Polo. Marco Polo. Marco Polo. Polo. I know you're speaking. I'm not. Marco. No. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. We'll cry back.
Under the water.
What? I know how. Guys, look what I can do. I can twist. Look what I can do. I can piss. Look what I can do. So you can twist and I can piss.
The problem is I didn't twist. I twisted my ankle.
Look down.
Actually, that's kind of helping. Maybe it's not twisting.
I can spin.
You good? I think I did. I should have known better than to just jump. I should have queued off the jump.
Note to self, do not jump anywhere.
Yeah, don't jump on the blue thing.
What if I dip? I hate you. I'm back. I can't get on. Stand up. What? Just grab it and then stand up.
So after me and the boys had been in the water for a while, that day my grandma came down with the baby, and we ended up seeing how she liked to be in the water. Turns out she's not a fan of the water unless she's on my lap. She screamed most of the time, especially if she wasn't sitting on my lap. If I had her on my lap, she was okay. But she's only 3 months old, so hopefully the next time we make a trip like this in the summer, she's a little bit more acquainted to the water and likes it. So this was the next day before storm rolled in. I decided I was supposed to take the boys down swimming, and the boys decided they didn't want to, so I decided to take a little swim by myself. And the water was extremely rough for a few days because of how many storms we had. And they were like random storms. It would storm for about an hour or two, and the water would get really rough, and then a few hours later it would be okay. So yeah, but I did manage to take a few swims by myself without having to worry about the kids. And I do wear a life jacket if I'm by myself or the water is rough, because I'm not stupid. Most of the time though, I had a noodle or usually a boat cushion. I like to sit on the boat cushions because, yeah. But I can swim pretty good without it, but I do like to have some kind of flotation device. And the boys will wear life jackets every time they're in the water. That's just the rule. It's been the rule since I was a kid coming down here, and it's not changing. So this is the next day, and Bryson managed to catch a fish. Not really, he dipped it out of the water, but he decided he was going to call it his catch. So that was how we got Isaiah down to the dock to actually fish. We thought they'd fish, and it turns out they do not have the patience to fish. This is later that same day. I got out to paddle boat, and I took Bryson with me the first time. I took Isaiah with me the first time. And then later that same day, I took Bryson out in the paddle boat to see how he liked it. Turns out they did like the paddle boat quite a bit.
well, more or less they liked jumping out of it, which you will see in the next clip. So this is the next day on the paddle boat where I managed to take both of them out, and you see what happens. Bryson jumped off. Isaiah wanted to jump right on top of him, so I did have to kind of tell him to wait, so they didn't jump right on top of each other. That was the one thing. They do not know about personal space, and they like to climb on top of each other when they're swimming, which I don't like because it pulls people down and it drowns them. So, yeah. But they're boys and they don't care.
She's trying to get 1 case of fly balls. So whenever she sees something, she wants to film it.
No, I was just wanting to film you all acting like idiots.
I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm just following you. Wait. No, wait for us. Wait, Jamie. Jamie, we're almost there. Jamie.
I'm waiting.
Wait, no, Jamie.
So this was the next day when I went down to the dock. This was early morning, and when you walked out of the dock and the water is already that rough, you know you're not swimming or getting on a paddle boat. But yeah, so I ended up spending this day tanning and fishing a little bit. So yeah. And then we ended up getting caught in a massive downpour, but I didn't get a clip of that, unfortunately. Turns out I did have a clip of the massive downpour that I got stuck in. So, yeah, I included it here, that way you could see it. We spent this day watching the rain move around the lake and finally come in and drown us, basically. Because I was soaking wet. It's just kind of funny. That was also the day that I caught a fish. And I actually caught this one. It wasn't like Bryson, but Bryson had to come down and hold my fish. And Isaiah had to come down and hold it too. So, yeah. And unfortunately, it swallowed the hook, so it was dead. But, yeah. But, you know, it got Bryson to fish for a little bit. And because the water was so rough, I did make him put on a life jacket since he was staying down there. And this is my walk back to the house that night after it rained. And I like to walk the back road up to the main road down to the house. I could just walk up the hill to the house, but I'd rather walk the road. And this used to be the main road when I was a kid. There wasn't, everything was gravel or dirt, and this is one where there's still dirt, and I will walk it until I can't anymore, because this is just how I prefer to walk down to the lake. So I had been going out on the kayak every now and then when it was nice, and this was the first day that it was actually nice enough for me to go out on the kayak and get clips of it. So that's what I did. And it turns out there was a nice little section on the kayak where I could actually hook my camera to and actually film a little bit while I was paddling it and actually out exploring the lake a little bit. And I had my camera bag on my lap and it was getting wet, so I did end up shoving it inside my life jacket so it didn't get soaked. But yeah. The kayak ended up being my favorite thing to do. I ended up taking it out most days, sometimes multiple times a day, just because it was my way of, I could get out of the house, I could take a break from the kids, I could go out by myself and just kind of have some fun. The Sunday before we left, I ended up taking the kayak out so far that I ended up in the middle of the channel of the lake, and the reason why, as stupid as it sounds, I was chasing a duck. I'm not exactly sure it was a duck. It was possibly a diving bird, but when I first saw it, it looked like a duck, so I just kind of assumed it was a duck. I ended up going pretty far most days, but going out to the channel the Sunday before we left was the farthest I ended up going the entire time. Sunday afternoon, we did finally end up, our last day there, we ended up actually getting out and going out on the boat and going swimming and fishing somewhere other than off the dock. Like, I had already been out the weekend prior, but the kids had not left the house or left the dock because, yeah, so that's what we did.
If I touch the ground, it's gonna hurt.
Just kind of keep your legs
Go
up.
ahead, Bryson.
Jump!
Bye, guys.
Jump.
Jump! Guys.
Jump.
Okay, Bryson, just, I don't care, just do it!
I'm gonna go.
Jump. You big chicken, jump. Jump.
I think you can do it.
Hey, count.
I'll do it.
Go 1,
I will
2,
push you.
3, go. There you go.
Did you hit the ground? I touched.
Yeah, so jump out a little bit farther. Jump off towards the back then.
Yeah, right there. Don't jump straight out.
Did it
Yeah.
hurt?
You won't touch from there, I don't think.
No, you won't
Can I
touch.
jump from here to there?
Yeah, go ahead.
1, 2, 3, go.
Go!
Oh,
1, 2, 4, 6.
I jumped, so you have to jump.
Do it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom.
You done it.
The floor. Like multiple.
I got a few clips while we were out swimming and fishing, but I think like I got a few clips of the kids jumping off the back of the pontoon, which was funny because they jumped off the dock the entire time we were there, but they were afraid to jump off the back of the boat. I don't. And the only reason they knew they could was because I was sitting on the back of the boat and trying to tan my back, because I had not tanned my back the entire time we were there. I don't know how I managed to not do that, but yeah. So this was on the way back to the house. And of course Bryson had to stand up the entire time on the way back to the house, because why not? When I was a kid, we were not allowed to stand on the boat when the boat was in motion, but yeah, that's what happens. And I had to film the look on Bryson's face when he realized that we were going to clean the fish that we had caught. He thought we were going to, I guess he thought we were going to keep them as pets. He becomes attached to any animal he sees, and he had become attached to these catfish.
I would.
No, it wouldn't. No, I'll be my friend.
You'd become attached to a dead mouse. Oh, wait, you did.
Shut up.
I gotta give him bath first.
Yay, give Albert a bath.
So we can cut him up.
What?
Don't be
Yay. Hey, Albert, you like your bathie? Here, let me rub his tummy. He likes his tummy rub.
Oh, yeah. You better watch it. I'll cut your tummy
What do
off.
you mean? What were you doing to Albert?
Filleting him.
What that?
Skinny.
So since this was our last night, I did decide to take out the paddle or the kayak one more time. And Bryson was filming me, so it is a little shaky. But this was the only way I could get him to calm down from after watching us skin Albert. Because he's strange. But while I was out on the kayak, I noticed that the fish were starting to jump, and he had not really technically caught a fish yet. So I decided, and he wanted to go out on paddle boat one more time. So I did manage to take him out on the paddle boat, and he got to fish off of it. But that was not before they had to go play with the dead tree. Which you will see in a minute.
Hey, Bryson.
Hey, Isaiah, go pet the dead hippo.
Yeah. Oh my. Go pet the dead hippo.
I hope it has something on it that bites him.
No, I ain't petting that dead hippo.
Why?
Cause I'll do it.
No, Mike said no more jumping out of paddle boat.
I know. I'm gonna jump out of the water.
Okay. If you get something.
I'm just gonna play with fish.
Look at me.
I'm just gonna play with fish. So like, if I get something, I'll feel it.
Yeah. So as you can tell, I'm home, so I'm ending this travel vlog here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you've not done so already, hit the red subscribe button down below. Other than that, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.